Welcome back, guys. Welcome to my cast. My name is Acrillus. Today I'll be casting the last game in this best of three series. We are at the winners bracket, round one between Team Secret and Vici Gaming. I believe this was originally broadcasted on March 16th. If you'd like to take a look at the original match, I will leave the details down below. Other than that, we can get right into it if we talk first about what happened. So at this point, pretty much you all know we're at a 1-1. Both teams pretty good showings in both games, though I would say Vici Gaming kind of had the edge. Surprisingly enough, Team Secret had the gold lead in both games, but Vici Gaming just looks so much more convincing in the fights that they won compared to the fights that Secret won. That it just like like Vici Gaming kind of like had a mistake in that first game. But if all goes well, I'm expecting a pretty strong performance out from Vici Gaming. My eyes are going to be on Secret though. I want to see something different. I want to see. I don't want to see like what the standard picks have been. Like every time I take a look at Secret, I always think their picks are like super diverse, not in like the heroes they pick, but the way they use them. Like you always have like that weird flex out with the Vengeful Spirit and the offlane Vengeful Spirit, and then he flexed out mid with a Lone Druid instead of the offlane OD, which I didn't think was successful. It was still really creative, like Vici Gaming got the better of them in that draft, so hopefully we'll see. Since they do have the second pick out here, maybe picking out a better lane combo or something like the sort, but I want to keep my eyes on Secret this game. Hopefully, we'll see something better for this. But all in all, it's going to be an exciting game three. Let's get into it. Take a look at what the first bans are going to be out from
Five
each
seconds
team.
remaining.
As always, I'm expecting probably something like a Leshrac first ban
Dire
and
team's
Chen
turned to ban.
second ban or something like that returns. Team Secret might want to change up their bans. I don't know what they want to ban from last game to make sure the last game doesn't happen again, but yeah, I mean, it's just like Vici Gamer had such a good strategy with the Oracle combined together with the Medusa, so that like the Medusa, like
10 seconds remaining.
just the Oracle standing there gave that Medusa so much
5 seconds
space. Like
remaining.
Team Secret gave so much respect out to that just because they
Radiant team
couldn't find
ban.
an opening onto Fade, who
Dire
I
team's
would say
turned to
played a better
ban.
Oracle than DY that game. In this best of three. But yeah, like I said, pretty typical bands coming out the first ban Leshrac into the second ban Chen. Looks like both teams don't really want to have to deal with Leshrac this game, nor Chen. Respect outs to both heroes. Things will probably diverge here a little bit though. We've been seeing a lot of
10 seconds remaining.
early mid game or early mid lane picks from Secret and early
Five
safe lane
seconds
picks from
remaining.
Vici Gaming. So we'll take a look and see how
Radiant
that
team's
pans
turned to
out.
ban.
Usually
Dire
Secret have
team
opted
ban.
for the safe lane support and the mid laner. Try and get mid one's pick out of
Radiant
the
team
way
ban.
since he is less of the focus, I guess, now. But who knows? Bans out for Vici Gaming. Looks to be Enigma and Abaddon. Abaddon's pretty standard. Don't want that on Puppy since he has been pretty proficient with it as of late in previous matches. Enigma ban also coming out with respect to
Dire
that team
team's
fighting
turn to pick.
element that Team Secret have. Kind of just want to leave out a lot of those outliers and a lot of those like things that they could play against, but also don't want to play against that person when they're at their best on that hero. So yeah, Team Secret now opting out to ban out that Oracle with the success it's had in pretty much both games. I'd say it's very warranted to keep it out of the mix. That means though,
Ten
however, Vici
seconds
Gaming are
remaining.
probably gonna take in a different approach or a different dynamic with their team composition
Five
here,
seconds remaining.
which is
Turn to
gonna be
pick.
another issue for, which is gonna be yeah another issue for Secret to handle though. Vici Gaming do go for that first pick troll, which I guess is going to be the center of their composition. I assume for the fact that they picked it so early, such an open safe lane pick. We'll see what the response is from Team Secret. I'm probably expecting
Ten
the
seconds
offlane picks
remaining.
here. Probably position.
Radiant team's
Hang on
turn
a
to pick.
sec. Yeah, the Coddle pick here. Not sure if it's good against the Troll Warlord since the Troll can kind of get the BKB pretty fast into the game and really only be susceptible to the first couple wisps. If he participates in the fights at all before getting a BKB, who knows? But
Dire team's turn to pick.
I don't know how potent it is until Troll gets his BKB, but we'll see if it is warranted. Vici Gaming, yep, instead of opting for that Oracle, I would have guessed so, going for that Magnus. Secret, going for that Necrophos pick to lock out the Troll Warlord, I assume. I don't know how that works. I don't know if Scythe bypasses the like immunity from Battle Trance. I don't know if they want to, or if it does do that, and
10
the
seconds
Scythe is just
remaining.
there to prevent him from hitting Battle Trance at all.
5 seconds remaining.
I don't know, but Secret have kept up their stint of just picking the position 5 and then going position 2 mid pick in the first round. So we'll see what the bans out are. But Vici Gaming
Dire
kind of
team
looking
ban.
for the same similar dynamic, but getting a faster power spike since they have the Magnus and the power. Probably gonna get something like a Shadow Blade or Blink on Troll, make him really aggressive. Since they do have that OD ban now, pretty good counter pick to Troll with that burst. So respect ban for that out to mid one who has played it for 2 games, I believe, so far. The Bat Rider ban out from Team Secret. Looks like
10
Puppy just
seconds
doesn't want to have to
remaining.
deal with that. Could potentially be a Necrophos into the off lane. I think
5
Secret are
seconds
doing the same
remaining.
thing they did last game and leaving that
Radiant team ban.
kind of getting the mid pick on early and leaving it sort of as a flex pick to the off lane. I don't know how well every single mid pick going into the off lane is going to be. Um, respect ban from Vici Gaming on the Rubik. Don't think it was very influential last game, but maybe the players of Vici noticed
10 seconds
Yapsor a lot
remaining.
more in the game than I did. And I want to keep that nonsense
5
from
seconds
happening.
remaining.
Excuse me. Anymore. I'm a little tired. I've actually gone through I think 5 games today,
Radiant team's turn
so
to pick.
apologies if I seem a little tired or fatigued here. Kind of want to get a snack, if in all honesty.
Dire team's turn to pick.
But
Puck.
Puck pick gonna be out. Team Secret laying the cat out of the bag a little earlier on, but also still keeping it kind of secret because Necro and Puck can both be mid and off lane. I'd say. I think Zai is proficient in Puck and mid one is proficient in Puck, and
Radiant team's
it can
turn
be
to pick.
flexed either way.
Disruptor.
Disruptor pick though gonna make it a lot more of an aggressive safe lane for this troll here. The Thunders, yeah. Yeah, the kinetic field gonna lock him in long enough for the troll to get a good amount of fervor stacks, combined like the burst from whirling axes, the
10
shockwave from
seconds
Magnus,
remaining.
along with the skewer to put him back. So a lot of displacement, a lot of lockdown.
5 seconds remaining.
Pretty much just guarantees like regardless of what carry you have, you're doing pretty well for yourself. Last ban from the last phase, by the way, being the Brewmaster ban. I would have expected it a little earlier, but I guess Secret know that Vici Gaming are focusing on their safe lane picks first, kind of leaving their off lane pick as the last pick, um, which is cool. It leaves a lot for Secret to think about though, because those 2 picks are gonna be what are helping this
Dire
Troll
team's turn to
Warlord
pick.
out in the game, and your picks really want to be a counter to that.
Radiant team's turn to ban.
Picks are coming out a little faster as you see the Viper pick. Oh man, what is going on in Team Secret? They don't have a carry unless they opt for the Viper carry. Um, they have position 5 Caudle for sure. Any 3 of these picks could be mid. I think it's gonna be Necro
10 seconds
off lane
remaining.
together with Puck and Viper mid.
5 seconds remaining.
I think they're either go off lane. I think they're either gonna go Viper mid or Necro mid. I think they're gonna go Viper mid since it's Pugna. And that's probably it. Yeah, I think it's gonna be Viper mid. And Secret had to pick 2 other heroes to throw up the illusion that they're playing those
Dire
2
team's
heroes
turn to
possibly
ban.
mid and forcing Vici Gaming to pick a mid that they think could be better, but hang on. No, because Pugno was picked after the Viper, so why did Team Secret put so much work in and only to get counterpicked in the very end? Unless they haven't even picked it. I don't know. Maybe they're just leaving it
10
mostly for their
seconds remaining.
or their hard carry. But the last thing, I mean, Vici Gaming are
5
looking
seconds
for really
left.
is an
Don't freeze
offlaner.
up.
Unless you want the position 3 Magnus, which could be a possibility. Could see here. It's either going to be position 4 or position 3 pick here for Vici Gaming. And it has to be a hard K pick from Team Secret here. Or a support. Like, I don't know what this is. Why? Puppy, why? Why do you do this to me? It's just like you're just trying to like outdo people in draft, but now you're just being ridiculous. Like I can't understand what you're doing here. Oh man. Like you're pretty overly reliant on the troll not activating his BKB in time here with the comp you have going. Unless you're gonna get someone who decides that they're gonna be able to break past BKB, but this comp is ridiculous. I have no idea what they're doing here. Like this is a strong early game comp, but like strong when it hits 6, not strong immediately. And Vici Gaming have
Dire
a
team's
strong
turn to pick.
immediately comp,
Radiant team's turn to pick.
especially with that disruptor and a morphling. Oh my god, I think not good. Yeah, I think this is not good for Team Secret. I don't know what the dynamic is for Secret's goal, but Vici Gaming have a very clear goal here, and that is to roll people. Um, looks to be a mid lane morphling. Looks to be a safe lane
10
troll.
seconds remaining.
Position 3 Magnus with position 4 Pugner, or the other way
5
around.
seconds
And
remaining.
Disruptor obviously being in position 5. Secret do still have another minute to burn for this pick, so they'll probably use that whole minute up and discuss what their strategy is since their comp is utterly atrocious. I can't really put any reasoning behind in this, so let's try and tap into the mind of Puppy here, figure out what's going on. So the Necro pick came first. All in all, I can't decipher like what that Necro pick was going to be. Perhaps it was a response in the offlane to the aggression, but the Disruptor pick kind of negates that, so they pick the Puck instead for the offlane. So Necro goes mid, but Pugna gets picked as the threat to Necro mid, so that Necro mid gets phased out and is now Viper mid. But the Viper mid can also be phased up because it potentially be Morphling mid, so now it's a weird position where Team Secret kind of have to pick something that is less optimal, I think. Yeah, I think they wasted a pick here. I don't know. It just seems so ridiculous having all these three, like this lineup here. I don't understand this specific lineup. It's a
Choose
Phantom
your
Lancer.
hero.
Okay. I, so it's obviously Nisha on Phantom Lancer. It's obviously going to be Puppy on Coddle. Mid one, yep. Yeah, so, okay. That's what I expected. It's going to be mid one, Viper. The Viper being probably the safest pick mid lane. Um, the pick that is most likely to succeed. As Yapster picks up the puck and Zai on the Necro. So Yapster gonna be the one with the puck here. Yeah. Not gonna be the one to farm, but gonna be the one to cover waves. The position 4 puck not being a super new thing, but still being a pretty cool thing overall. Could elaborate on a little more, but I'm very concerned about what's gonna happen in this game. Yang is the offlaner. DY is the disruptor.
10 seconds
That
remaining.
means Fade's gonna be the Magnus. That's position 4 Magnus, position 3.
5 seconds remaining.
And the paparazzi is gonna be mid, yeah. I think Vici Gaming are gonna take this game out of control. I think PL is a way too late power spike to be able to do anything in this game, and the crutch is going to be on that middle 3 trio of Secret right there, I guess. Because you're not gonna have a Phantom Lancer for a good first half of the game. It's gonna be like 25 minutes. I have a hard time believing that Secret are gonna get out of laning phase with this comp, but we'll see how things pan out. Obviously, Vici Gaming goal is to get that troll started. Morphling mid really is pretty self-explanatory. Pugna offlane, pretty self-explanatory. Won't probably see much action on the Pugna here, but Pugna is going to be their split pushing element along together with that troll. They did actually use that troll to push down more towers than they did with the what's it called? I can't remember. Pugna. They had a Pugna mid. No? Did they have a Pugna mid? No. It was. I think it was game one. I think they used the troll to push instead of like a Leshrac or something like that. I don't remember, but troll is also a good, really good split pushing element, not to be ever forgotten in these cases. So
Prepare for battle.
please show me
Thank
what's going on here. Yeah. So the game plan, hopefully, for Secret is to make sure Nisha doesn't ever get involved in a fight, and he gets out of laning phase relatively safely. Probably maybe gets a defusal. Probably hood this game, honestly. I don't know. Zai and Yaps are going to be the ones to look for here. Really see how well their coordination works out in this lane. Or he's definitely going to get pressured, but DY should be able to be pretty good in diffusing a lot of that pressure. Fade obviously has to lane with Yang for a bit of a duration. Fade trying to cut across the jungle here. Is mid one actually gonna spot him out, pressure him out on the
30
cliff.
seconds to battle.
Pings out, letting them know that mid one is in that area. So, Secret realize that it's pretty traditional boundary rate approach. If one side gets pressured, then you just kind of let your team pressure the other side and get that rune. You kind of just go for the 2-2 trade. Some teams will try to be bold, as we see Nisha kind of just taking an aggressive stance here. Could be a little trouble though, as they do spot DY here together. Yep, the Skira gonna go out into the trees. Nisha gonna use that quelling bit to try and get out. The last hit of the Thunderstrike not gonna finish him off, so Nisha actually gonna be able to use that salve to get away. And the bounty rune is claimed by Puppy on both of those runes. That is so sad. 3-1 in advantage of Secret. Don't manage to pick up the kill either on Nisha, so really just an overall waste of time, unfortunately. But we'll see. Take a look at the lane assignments here. DUI, yep, it's going to be go together with Ori. It's going to be kind of similar to that if you watch the LGD game. The way, well, the strat that LGD employ with the Juggernaut and the Disruptor. I think Disruptor probably just the favorite pick amongst Chinese players, is a really good early game pick. Surprised I haven't seen it amongst a lot of other teams though. As Illusory Orb comes out from Yapsor, try and pressure DOI as much as he can. Yapsor wants to take advantage of that time that DOI doesn't have mana, but instead of getting clarity, his DOI has just opted for the mangoes. So we'll see how that turns out. Hopefully we see something good out of this lane. Nisha's obviously probably gonna go get a cloak, I think, early on, or like a hood or something. Go for that. Puppy getting bullied a little bit by Fade. But overall, Nisha's probably going to have the hardest time farming out of all the carries in this game. A second hardest probably going to be Ori. And Paparazzi and mid one are probably going to have pretty free farm overall. I would expect mid one to have more success, since Nether Toxin is going to allow him to push out a lot earlier, and mid one has a lot of experience on this hero, since it was probably the most popular hero for like 2 whole patches, I think. Well, not 2 whole patches, like 2 sub patches or whatever they're called. Little letters next to him, but Whirling Axe is actually going to be able to find Zai out in the bottom lane. Looks like the pressure was a little too much for the Necrophos, so a little bit of a misstep there from Secret. First player going to go to that troll, going to give him pretty solid gold lead if I... Yep, good solid 200 gold for him. Is DY actually in a bit of trouble here? Yapsor might be able to get the auto out on a DY, but the one, oh, that one stack is just enough to be able to keep him alive. The Elusive Orb actually going to give him the vision. Yep, Yapsor patient enough to look for that kill. Obviously DY can't go in the tree since that Illusory Orb's going to kill him, and it's a good attempt, but the return kill there. Gold swings back towards even for both teams. But yeah, like I said, this is the lane to watch. Nothing really they can do in the other lanes except for pressuring Yang just ever so slightly. So actually getting hit by Thunderstrike here again, really low. Doesn't have Ghost Walk, just gonna die again. Yeah, doesn't have Ghost Shroud per se. As mid one actually gets picked up mid on the roam from Fade. Looks like the skewer back was enough, along with the damage from Paparazzi, to finish him off. Sad that I missed that kill, actually. A Secret not off to a good start, especially against a team that accelerates very quickly. Yeah, this might have been the play from Vici Gaming the whole time. As mid one actually not noticing Fade here in the tree line, trying to look for some kills or some last hits on the camp here, but mid one's gonna be able to pick up all those last hits. Fortunately enough for him. Pretty much put him back at similar, no, he's 300 behind a paparazzi, so not the same net worth, but getting him as close back to normal as he should, as he can, rather. Yeah, I mean, what else can we expect from this game? I don't expect much play out from Secret. I expect mid one to farm a lot and buy Natos. I expect Nisha to get pressured a lot and not really meet his power spikes in time. I just don't believe in this PL. Like, I don't think PL is a good character unless you're expecting to go to like 20, like level 25 PL. Like, I just don't think it's gonna be good at the right times here. Like, I just don't think Vici Gaming are never not gonna have an answer to this PL. It's surprising, but that's it be like that sometimes. Take a look at top lane, how things are going here. Yapsor, as usual, on pretty low health, trying to get as much damage as he can, but finally Fade, or sorry, DY out of those wand charges, doesn't have the mana to get any more Thunder Strikes in, and Yapsor knows that, so as long as he doesn't cast too many spells, he should be able to stay in vicinity of DY, so does that count as a spell for the wand? No, that's weird. Guess since the Fade's resistance is not really envisioned. As they look to trade bounty runes, Secret again getting the advantage on the bounty runes at 5 minutes, so another jump up for another way to catch up in net worth for Secret, but as we're looking right now, the two prominent carriers in Vici Gaming, the highest net worth in the game, already 300 gold ahead of their counterparts. It's not looking too good situation here. Mid one actually 700 gold behind. What happened? What do the last hits look like? They look pretty similar. I think Paparazzi just so far ahead in gold just because he got that kill. Can't be it, is it? Skewer back out from Fade, actually onto mid one again. Looks like mid one may be in trouble. Morph onto him, gets another toxin as well as that adaptive strike with the waveform. DY is there to secure things. Yapsor is going to try to help, but unfortunately it's too late for him. Another toxin again from Paparazzi. Still has that morph available. Gonna pick up that easy kill onto mid one. Pretty simple execution there. Really good of Fade to get that flank into the skewer, but really I don't know. I think this game is really weird. I think, oh wow, Yang actually gonna get taken advantage of in his moment of weakness, but the boy's too fast. No, puppy. The slight error doesn't charge his illuminate long enough, but Yapster almost gets the illusion to climb. Oh my gosh, it's so close. That sucks, but they weren't able to collect the kill on Yang. We'll call it as a return for what happened to Nisha at the beginning of the game. So yeah, looking to take as much as gold and experience as he can by taking those jungle casts, but still gonna get pressured by those early game supports. Paparazzi actually with the haste rune now, looking for a fight as he managed to hit that adaptive strike while the ghost strat is up. Zai really does nothing left to save him, so that waveform is gonna finish him off. Another kill collected by Vici Gaming, who, by the way, have the better late game in this situation, by a long shot. So yeah, I want to say this game's in the bag for Vici Gaming. I think if they played the same way, I think if they played as good as they played the rest of the series, they should be able to win this game pretty easily, especially now since they have that lead. Um, but I still have hope for Secret. There's there's a good possibility that whatever puppy's drafted here is still very potent. I don't have hopes for the PL. I think if anything, the best execution you're gonna get is with your puck and with your Necrophos, but that Necro's already been pressured so much he's not gonna get even a scythe yet. Yeah. So things are gonna be really bad here. DY actually looking for a pretty deep roam into the jungle, looking for a ward out here. The Apsor, don't know if he manages to spot him, but might know about the vision. Doesn't ping it out, but they do know that Zai is actually back here again. DY might be looking for a collapse onto this lane. Zai does have Ghost Shroud now, so he'll be able to resist some aggression here, but that's really all he can do. Paparazzi roaming down. They do actually spot mid one on the ward, and DY is looking to lock him down. The kinetic field together with the Thunderstrike is going to be able to lock him down long enough for Paparazzi to collect up on that kill again. DY almost going down to that nether toxin, but not going to be effective enough. Paparazzi, oh, actually waiting for Yapster to come back onto that illusory orb. Might be able to pressure him enough to kill him as the adaptive strike should come out with that last auto. Picks up Yapster. Secret in a very bad position. Let me tell you right now, this has been completely different from either of the last two games. Secret, for the first time in the series, are in a really bad in a really bad early game spot. And this is just getting out of control. Like Vici, I know Vici Gaming are playing a comp with a faster pace, but this is just ridiculous how much Secret are losing out to this. Like,
Radiant's top tower has looked
what's the
better.
answer to this?
Radiant
Paparazzi's roam top
their
3 times. He got in a haste, I think 2 of those times, or maybe 1 of those times. He went boots of travel first, level 1. So he's looking to make as much of an impact as possible. I heard before that like the biggest impact item you can get in this meta right now is boots of travel.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
That's like over a blink, which is crazy. I mean, obviously it's situational. It isn't good in every situation, but it seems to be like one of the more dominant solutions to
Radiant's middle tower
roaming
is under
around the
attack.
map in the early game. I mean, 2,000 gold investment for being able to TP wherever you want, like especially on menu waves, is crazy. Paparazzi really feeling confident now, throwing out adapter strikes left and right, just kind of securing those binding runes as we see the contrast from what happened earlier. Yep, Vici Gaming gonna lock down 3 binding runes as Secret managed to grab 1. Looks like Vici Gaming's next goal is going to probably be collapsing in on mid. Yeah, we're probably going to see, I think Ori's probably going to collect on those camps as much as he can. Fade's going to do what he can to lane topside and get as much gold from there. But, ooh, the glimpse actually out on Anisha is dodged by the doppelganger, saving his life. Adaptive strike onto the illusion's not going to really do anything as the Decrepify on the Puppy, who is in a little bit of an awkward position. Good on Yang to actually outmaneuver Puppy there and get the flank, so really good maneuver by Yang there to get the advantage and sneak up on Puppy and get that kill. Looks like they're going to transfer that to mid though. So Yapstorm might be in a bit of a troublesome position. Does manage to use that jaunt in the illusory orb to get out of there. Wavefarm actually should have spotted Yapstorm in the trees as well as the kinetic field, but Yapstorm should be relatively safe. So as he is actually still stuck in the tree line. Yapstorm gonna be looking to maybe come back and get in the vision with that illusory orb. Viper strike actually out onto. Oh wow, Yang gonna get comboed by that ulti almost immediately after Zai picks it up. Paparazzi is still gonna morph into Viper here and pretty much use. Yep. Okay, so I see what it is. So, well,
Dire's bottom tower needs some help.
well, Paparazzi still has like less push potential. Well, I guess he says less wave clear potential in mid one. He does push towers faster, and he can also just use morph to copy into Viper and just use Viper's wave clear. So. A pretty interesting mid pick. I always said I liked morphling better in the mid lane than I did into like side lanes. I just thought of it as much better. I just really never saw the point of a safe lane morphling if you're gonna go shotgun build every game. But doppelganger, yep, again gonna deny the glimpse. Really good timing out from Nisha. Pretty much looks like he's gonna be able to do that pretty consistently as an answer to DY's clip. So overall, I guess a decent pick. Especially out of the options you had, like really can't think of much else you could have used in this situation other than a Phantom Lancer. So I still don't like it. I still don't think it's gonna be good enough in order to give Secret the damage they're gonna need in like mid game fights. But I mean, I see the reasoning behind it. I still think the graph could have been a lot different, but what do I know? Yeah, looks like Vici Gaming again going for some pressure on the bottom tower, kind of looking for Puppy here. The real goal is probably going to be this tier 1 tower though. If Puppy does channel Illuminate to try and get the wave here, he's going to get found out. Has to TP channel TP almost immediately. They ping them out, they know where he is. You have the glimpse out, you're going to cancel the RP because they don't need it. DY managing to spot the Puppy out there. Yep, Yang collects that kill.
Radiant's bottom tower
As
is
do they collect the
Radiant's
tier
bottom
1 tower.
is
No
no
response
more.
from Secret as they are not in the position to punish. Still on that back end. 3k lead
Dyer's
out for
snow
Vici
fortified
Gaming.
their structures.
Nisha, like I said, still in that jungle looking for farm, but also like I said, I don't expect that Phantom Lancer to be ready for that power spike. Like it's just not looking great. Mid one, yes, still farming his Viper, doesn't even have Atos yet. Where are your power spikes here,
Dyer's
Secret?
middle
You really
tower
need to
isn't
respond
going
to
to
the
last
aggression
long.
that's about to come at you, like full
Radiant's middle
force.
tower could use some help.
Zai doesn't know he's in trouble. Paparazzi does have an invis and she's morphed to spot it. Does actually miss the kinetic field from DY, so a bit of a mistake here. Might get punished for this. Zai should have Scythe up. If Nishi gets in range, the Scythe will be able to finish him off, but the TP from Ori does come in time. Enough presence here to make it seem pretty undesirable to engage from Secret,
Radiant's middle tower has been
as the
denied.
middle tower from Radiant is denied by mid one. Denies a little bit of gold out to VG Gaming. But biggest thing we need to do right now is stop that troll. We need to stop that troll, Secret. As the skewer, RP combo out on the puppy. Finally picks him up in the bottom lane. Paparazzi going to be able to collect on that. And perhaps look to pressure mid, as 3 members of Vici Gaming are coming into the mid lane. Well, the other 2 members of Vici Gaming are actually opting to just go bottom lane instead and pressure that tower. Yeah, looks like the rest of Vici Gaming are positioning to spread out into the bottom side jungle. The glimpse out actually on the mid locks him down. Viper strike on the DY to try and get the return kill, but nothing really is going to allow him to survive that. Yaps are going to
Not
be
much
on the
good's
back
happening
end.
to
The
Radiant's
problem,
bottom
yeah, again
tower.
with the comp that Secret have now drafted in comparison to like what they drafted before, is that they have a lot more aggression, but it's all over the place, you know,
Radiant's
like
bottom tower's got
you pair a Puck
problems.
who has a lot of good early game burst, early to mid game burst, as well as like carries in the late game if you snowball well, but against a Necrophos who really just sits in lane sustain, this doesn't sound like a good combination. That's just me though.
Radiant's
I
bottom
expected
tower is
the
under
execution to be a
attack.
little cleaner too, but Zai really getting
Radiant's
caught
bottom tower has
unawares, I
fallen.
guess. Not really prepared for that aggression from Paparazzi and DY, as well as Ori in that mix too. Ori actually being the one on the Troll
They're
Warlord now.
beating on Dyer's top
Didn't mention it
tower.
earlier, but yeah, Paparazzi was the one that was playing the troll carry, if I remember correctly earlier, as DY actually managing to get the kinetic field. Misses a static storm, so he's going to get punished by the immediate scythe from Zai. Locking down that kill. Paparazzi might be in a bit of trouble here, but he managed to wait for him. Looks like he's just going to TP out of there. Doesn't have the
Beating on
CC to
Dyer's
lock him
top
down.
tower.
Puppy tried to go for the Will-O-Wisp to get into the clearing, but wasn't in range until the very last moment, so
Who's crashed on
unfortunately going to
Dyer's
waste
top
Wisp and
tower?
doesn't result in
Dyer's
another
top
kill,
tower is
but
gone. Just
still
a
worth a
cold
try.
fog left
Yang trying
behind.
to chase up the ramp towards Yapsor. Yapsor just going to give him the respect he deserves. The Decrepify actually out onto him. No lifesteal, but the Dream Coil of Yang trying to lock him down long enough for the rest of the team Secret to come in. Blinding Light actually activating the Dream Coil, stunning Yang up and giving him enough damage to kill him with the Death Pulse. The Battle Trance actually out from Ori, trying to look to pick up any other kills as I believe Puppy gets picked up on the side by Paparazzi. Bit of an unfortunate situation, but they do actually manage to kill the troll, so that's really good. Um, how much gold we get? We get 316 gold. That's not too bad. Guess the person you really got to kill is Paparazzi now, huh? Yep, 6-0.
Someone better help Dyer's
Or is
middle
2-1.
tower.
Yeah, okay.
Dyer has
I
fortified their
misspoke.
structures.
Morphling is really the one you need to kill now. Decrepify on onto the wrong illusion. Gang. Oh, the glimpse out onto the right illusion. Doesn't have it. Doesn't have the follow-up to really make a difference there, so they're just gonna have to push them out from the lane. Secret looks like a dire scan out onto Roshan, making sure that Nisha isn't trying any funny stuff. Looks like Nisha will be approaching. Yep, it does have his Infusal Blade Power Spike. We'll be looking for that Mantis style too, as well, just to make it a little easier to get around in the fights without getting silenced or decrepified. Make him a little easier to survive, as well give a decent boost in damage. So hopefully that pans out well. I really need to see it pan out well. Come on, I need you to do this for me. Vici Gaming. Urgh. Secret, give me a good game. I want to see some excitement. Puppy doing the same thing he always does on Coddle. Tries to push and get as much gold as he can as a Coddle. They realize he's there because the Illuminate gives him away. Kinetic Field locks him down. Really do only need like DY and Paparazzi, but Faith can come in there too. I don't mind that. Puppy gets picked up again, however. It's the risk you have to run with making such a bold play, trying to get the advantage by, being as greedy as possible, but I can see the reason behind it. I don't think it's that bad of a decision. I think dying there isn't really that bad either. Vici game already up like 9 kills, so what's one more? Especially on a support who doesn't really have any gold. Do have Yapsor though now with his blink dagger to be able to make a couple more proactive plays. Interested to see what Zai has as he's opted for the Veiled Dagon build, so is looking for that burst, pretty much taking over the build from Yapsor's Puck. Instead, Yapsor really opting for that Yule Scepter to trying to be as slippery as possible. Guess he's just more about disruption than anything else. 4 members of Vici Gaming, minus Paparazzi, I believe, looking to push out. Nisha actually getting spotted out as they push in. That RP, gonna lock down the Illusion, but the Illusion bait actually, unfortunately not gonna be enough for Nisha to get out. Pretty cool trick, but fortunately he was still locked in place, so not gonna be able to make it out there, unfortunately. Who's the root out from, by the way? Was that a root out from like an Atos, or what was that? Actually, we do. Oh, it's the root from Ori. Ori managed to get the auto attack as the Scythe actually comes straight down. The punishment severe on a DY as the Battle Trance is channeled. Mid one looking to get out of there. The TP being channeled, but the Adaptive Strike is there to lock him out. Battle Trance 2 also going to be able to lock the kill down on a Paparazzi. Gets bursted down from the Dream Coil by by Yapsor. The Ghost Shot going to try and lock down Ori. Yep, he does manage to die to the hard stopper. Or Vici Gaming really in an awkward position here. Losing a good amount of the lead that they've been collecting, not in the gold, but really in experience and net worth. So getting that valuable kill on Paparazzi is really nice. Secret really just achieving the objectives they kind of need to stay in this game. So I still have hope for Secret here. I can't really be convinced though until they cover that net worth gap. Like PL's doing good. I'm surprised. PL's just constantly farming, just constantly on the map, constantly pressuring. Guess the illusions are enough to act as like a pseudo power farming tool. So that's good for him. Pretty good play from Nisha, I think, this whole series overall. But Paparazzi and Ori really playing well out of their minds too. TP out from Zai actually. Ori managed to spawn him at the shrine, but the rest of the team, or VG, aren't going to be able to collapse in that time. Yang actually getting punished for being in the area, so finished Team Secret for those couple sequences there. Managed to get another kill out on the board and on the offlaner no less. So a little bit better, getting a little better bit by bit. Secret closing out that gap now to 1K. Net worth really doing its magic here now that Puppy's starting to get more gold in DY. Does look like, yeah, just look like Fade is kind of just sticking around Ori now, trying to get him farmed up and ready. But do you really want to do that the whole time? Maybe want to like collect up on some gold for like a Force Staff or a Shadow Blade. Who knows? Smoke's out though on Puppy and Yapsor, potentially looking for some excitement here as they try to explore around the Roche pit. Just checking to make sure that they're not doing the Roche on. Good way to check in and clear routes, just sit with the smoke if it pops to going in. But Vici Gaming actually looking for a return smoke play, trying to walk through the mid lane, looking for the glimpse out on the mid one. Mid one is separated by the kinetic field and the static storm. Looks like he's going to go down almost immediately. Does have buyback if they want to turn around for this fight. Puppy does manage to get the Will-O-Wisp out on 3 people. The buyback actually out from mid one. Dream Coil out onto Ori, but he is smell immune with the new BKB that he's just purchased. Looks like Team Secret have managed to stabilize a little bit, but the Will-O-Wisp has been expended to really no avail. Atos out, however, onto Ori. Ori does have Battle Trance still, so he'll still be able to survive. Ori actually has a Diffusal Blade. That's how he's been able to lock down a lot of people this game. Pretty good buy, especially considering 3 of those characters' potential mid laners. As a Blink RP almost tried to get in on the 2 people. Fortunately, Fade canceled at the last second, or he managed to cast Battle Trance before he dies immediately. The RP out on the Nisha does manage to pick him up at the end, but unfortunately for them, Ori makes that slip up, does have that Battle Trance out, and that pushes him down. Pop Racing with that burst out from the combo on the off lane does almost pick him off, but the Strength Morph is going to be enough to allow him to survive. The Life Drain really doing its work by Yang there. Sai, really not much else he can do. I think it's Recupify, but the kill out returned on to Fade. Paparazzi almost out of mana, as well as pretty much almost fully invested in his strength, so he has not much else to offer in this fight. Sai actually managed to get the TP off. Does actually get glimpsed back in the base though. Yaps are not really looking in a good situation though. You're gonna be able to dodge out this last Thunderstrike? Yep, with that face shift should be out pretty cleanly. Really interesting sequence of events there. Mid one pretty much just died almost immediately. Guess he's gonna go BKB next item or Guardian Increase. Okay, Guardian Increase, not what I'm expecting, but I guess he just wants to be tankier rather than completely spell immune. So pause comes out from DY. Looks like a little bit of lag out from the Chinese players. Kind of unfortunate. But we're good to go now. True. Vici Gaming with that fight back at that 4K lead. Buyback expended by mid one should be pretty far behind now. Doesn't even have the rest of his mech. That is not too good. Really trailing. As the mid lane player behind both off lane players on your team. Oh man, and the off lane player on the enemy team. Ay, ay, ay. Well, it was a buyback, so it did send him behind pretty far, but I think Midland's just really taking the L here. Like, Secret, they're not distributing their farm out well enough. I think they're spreading it very thin. I think, like, you have the potential to just have 1 or 2 people collect, like, all the farm and that's it, but 3 or 4 or 5, like, every single member of Team Secret is farming. Like, mid one's farming with Necro or Nether Toxin, fucking Zai's farming with Death Pulse, Yapster's farming with the Illusory Orb. Though he's not farming as much, he's still opting to, surrender a lot of the last hits to other people, but when it comes to split pushing and stuff like that, he's going to be the one claiming the waves. So Vici Gaming going with that smoke to try and get some vision out by the Roche Pit. They are circling in as pings are coming out, indicating that they should know what's going on. Do have that vision out on the Roche Pit, but don't know the exact location of Vici Gaming. Looks like they will actually just advance in the Roche Pit using that smoke. Won't get detected, but the scan comes out from Secret, knowing that they are in the pit, so Secret are going to be able to notice that. The Illuminate from Puppy going to let Vici Gaming know where Puppy is, however. Looks like they're going to give it up, though. Yeah. Doesn't look like Secret were in a really good position to punish. Set off to just retreat and try to split push on the left side. Puppy's still there. Yops are going to be able to escape pretty cleanly. Puppy might get spotted, however. Doing his best to make sure the Yapsor stays relatively safe. Fade and Yang really the only ones here left to try and punish them, as the rest of Vici Gaming try to pursue mid pressure. Mid one still has another Toxin there, so he's still able to put that pressure forth as the... Was that recalled? No, that's just Zai. I think Zai just walked up here. Are looking to pressure into that Radiant Shrine on the top side. Illusion from Nisha actually managing. Doesn't have Doppelganger for his glimpse, so he's going to be able to sit in the whole duration static store. Managed to lock him out and single him out as the only illusion. An easy kill picked up by Ori as soon as he lands that first root, but the RP from Fade just to make sure. 4K lead still being maintained by Vici Gaming. Split pushing, proven to be a little successful. Yasuo picks up that first tier 2 tower top. Vici Gaming respond with that tier 2 mid and look to advance upon those C tier racks. I think we haven't made much progress here. I think Vici Gaming are in the same position they were earlier. I think that Secret need to kill Paparazzi. Like, you have so many burst tools. As the lust goes out, the scythe goes down almost immediately onto Ori, who already has activated his BKB, and it gets the stun from the Wisp, as well as the stun from the Dream Coil. Zai in a bit of a predicament as he's already used his growth strategy, and to get burst down. The rest of Vici Gaming. The rest of Vici Gaming on low health, though, from the last couple of Illuminates, so might want to be able to, or might want to back up a little bit. Yeah, pay some respect to the Illuminates from Puppy, so... While they do lose a couple members there, specifically Zai, they do manage to push back the onslaught of Vici Gaming, though not fully, as they've instead opted not to fully back and just go for it. Yeah, they are in position to try and punish. Paparazzi looking at an awkward health total when he morphs back into that Viper, but still going to try and use the abilities as much as he can. Walking up, should have that Aegis, yeah, does also have Manta style, so overall he's feeling pretty safe. Blink out from Yapsword to kind of get as much damage as he can. Whereas Paparazzi down to about quarter health, so he's going to have to more strength to do a little bit more. But overall, this siege going pretty well for Vici Gaming, so they managed to lock down that first melee Rax. Probably the more annoying of the two buildings. As Vici Gaming with Ori does have his BKB up again, so should be able to advance his mid one. Yep, does get glimpsed back into that Static Storm, killed almost immediately. Paparazzi also at low health, going to get bursted really low as Nisha goes with that Phantom Spear. Tries to engage again, but they're just going to lose that range Rax finally as Secret managed to, prevent the end of the game, but still in a pretty bad position as that net worth gap has expanded now to 7k. Spirit Lance being the ability that Phantom Lancer has. But yeah, that's all she wrote. Pretty intelligent buy from Ori to get that BKB. Guarantee that he doesn't really get interrupted. BKB really being the kryptonite for Secret here in this series, more and more so as they've shifted away from that Lifestealer pick, concentrating less and less on spell immunity piercing abilities. And instead just opting for that overall CC. I think Puppy was a little overconfident in his coddle. I don't think it should have been prioritized every time. But, if that's what he's confident with, then, odds are that's probably the highest chance he has of winning. Who knows? We'll trust his judgment. Paparazzi actually in this right now. Does actually get spotted by the sentry, unbeknownst to him, as his Aegis does immediately get popped. The Wisp going to be able to lock him down, actually CCing him before he can actually strength. Perfect coordination from Secret to immediately execute Paparazzi. Just a well thought out play. Perfect execution on the crowd control, as well as the instant kill. Really great patience from the members of Team Secret not to immediately spoil the ruse and to get the best stun out on the Paparazzi that they can. Which was nice. They set it up perfectly, You get the stun out or the burst out immediately onto the first life, lock him down and get that perfect CC right as he comes out of the Aegis respawn. Really good timing by Puppy with the Wisp. Could be slightly better time for a longer duration, but just the thought of him doing that is just good enough for me. Like the fact that he put the thought into it, I'm down with it. Yeah. A little bit of what we were seeing last game here, something the opposite roles. Secret really just being the aggressor on the push, and Vici kind of just looking to split push with a couple of their other characters, Yang specifically in this situation, but might be a favorable position for Fade, who does manage to get a decent RP on the two members of Team Secret. Yeah, the initiation. Nisha kind of just ignoring the rest of his team and pursuing that kill onto DY. He does fall, but buyback from Paparazzi and DY are going to mean that both members of Team Secret are going to have to peel out of there. As the Glimpse actually accurately almost out onto Nisha with the Static Storm, going to be able to lock him down. Nisha, yep, gets locked in. The DY's prompt retaliation on him. Really good pick out on him, who unfortunately doesn't have buyback. Yapsor sticking around to make sure that he gets the remnants of this wave, preventing the mid from pushing any further. But that really is only going to be Vici Gaming. It's only going to result in Vici Gaming going bottom instead. Puppy, unfortunately, going to have to retreat from Paparazzi, who is looking to push onto this bottom tier 3. Together with Yang. Backdoor prediction not available right now, considering that minions are about to arrive, so they'll pick up this tier 3 pretty cleanly. The Atos is going to break the Lincolns out onto Paparazzi. Not much else going on, though. Will-O-Wisp is available together with Viper Strike and Scythe. Should be able to look for this burst out onto Paparazzi. The Wisp out to control 4 members of Vici Gaming. The Strength Morph is already there, available for Paparazzi, who doesn't really give a hoot about that Will-O-Wisp. Will-O-Wisp could be positioned a little further up into the team, but we're also probably wary of the BKB from Ori to destroy that immediately, but they didn't need to commit anything else to that. The Wisp really being overall disappointing showing from Secret, not really being able to use it to its full potential. Vici though have burned a couple ultis in exchange for that. The RP I believe is about to come up soon. The morph
Radiant's
was
top
used in
tower
that
has looked
situation
better.
and is back off cooldown, so that doesn't matter. Never mind. Battle Strand's still up. Static Storm is up again, still on short cooldown. That's all she wrote. Yep, so Vici game really don't waste anything in exchange for Will-O-Wisp down for another minute. Scythe down for probably another minute, if I remember correctly. Yep. And yeah, Vici Gaming have more space to farm, which is always going to be the better option for them than it is for Secret. You know, unless Secret need to like catch up in gold like a lot. But I mean, 7k gold lead, still a decent amount. Pretty worrisome, but you really just have to avoid your execution, or you just have to try and execute really well in these fights. As Yapstar unfortunately doesn't get to pop the smoke on Vici Gaming, who are really advancing up in this mid lane, looking for the top Radiant Shrine and advance onto mid one, who unfortunately is going to be the casualty here for Vici Gaming, popping both the BKBs and the carries. They manage to get the RP out onto Yapstar, clicks that kill. Yapstar unfortunately doesn't have buyback, but mid one does. Mid one does do commit to the buyback as Vici Gaming. After that pick, yep, just go back to Roshan. Unfortunately, Roshan's not up, so what else do? You go for other objectives. That shrine's open, Vici Gaming. You want to maybe take that shrine? It's looking pretty tasty. Yep, there's the pings out. They're rotating in. The only person available is Zai out in the tree line, kind of just expecting Vici Gaming to be in that area, so really just in the vicinity in case something happens. But Puppy gonna be clearing out that mid wave. This is what I'm upset about. It's just him. It's him. He's clearing so many waves, and what does man have? He has a Quelling Blade, a Glimmer Cape, and Tranquil. It's like how much gold was lost in Puppy picking up waves and like, you know, losing it to a gank? How much gold? I'm curious. I'm really curious to see how much, but you know, I don't know. Maybe that's all the gold he can afford. Maybe he's not as farming and taking as much resources as I think he is. But I mean, with the way I see things here, this man is clearing waves instead of the offlaner Necrophos, instead of the mid lane Viper, just so this man can get enough gold for what, buyback? Yeah, well, no, he already has a surplus, so didn't really need that. Zai looking for extra recipes for his Dagon along with buyback, which he should still have. Yep, so he's saving for that. Mid one, doesn't have buyback anymore, unfortunately. Looking for a Ghost Scepter, try to prevent a lot of that damage for the follow up. Doesn't really have anything else he can use to avoid it other than maybe, you know, like a BKB, you know, just to not get glimpsed in every fight. But what am I saying? You know, Vici Gaming, yep. Finally get that Roshan respawn they're looking for. All members of Secret are up, but unfortunately they're just not brave enough to contest. Don't think they have the potential to push out and get that kill. So Roshan gonna be claimed for Ori this time instead of Paparazzi. Paparazzi just, you had your chance. You had your
Dire's
chance
bottom tower is being chipped
and you
away.
lost it. So that's gonna be the punishment for that. Vici Gaming in a position right now to push
Dire's
back
bottom
onto this
tower
top
needs some
tier
help.
2. Gonna be the
Radiant's
last
top
lane
tower is
that
under
has
attack.
towers remaining, so as long as they
Radiant's
manage to
top
get this
tower
tier
is
3 tower
falling.
eventually, it should be free reign
Dire's
over the
bottom
rest of Team
tower is
Secret's
under
base. The
attack.
gates are going to be open,
Dire's
shrines are
bottom
already
tower
down,
always
so
get short shrift.
a lot of the map is
Radiant's top
already
tower
surrendered to
deserves
Vici
just
Gaming,
as
but
much help as
Secret
bottom.
trying to do as much as they can on the opposite side, trying to push out that bottom lane. As Puppy still pushing, still getting last hits, kind of pressing his luck here. Yep, decides to immediately TP out, pings out, try to find him, but unfortunately he's already escaped, so not much else to be done in that area. If I'm Team Secret, I I don't know what to do. This troll is unmanageable. You have to burst him, but you also have to burst Paparazzi. Paparazzi is the person killing your backline, and Ori is the one killing your front line. So, oof, I mean, there's a decision has to be made, and it requires a lot of Team Secret to focus their efforts onto it. The RP actually coming out onto Yapsor. Looks like that's going to be this carry kill onto him. Phase Shift actually does manage to put him into safety, but the Static Storm, yep, silences him immediately. Fortunately, doesn't have the ability to escape since that Nether Ward will disable him from casting any other spells. Sad to say, but that's how it has to go. What else can we expect from Secret here? I mean, the only thing you can expect is some good bursts. If we see a good burst, maybe a good Will-O-Wisp, hold things down while the BKBs are expired. If Puppy manages to cast Will-O-Wisp after BKB is used, then good on him. Cheese and BKB out on both of the carries though. BKB and Aegis on Ori, BKB and Cheese on Paparazzi. Really not much else to be done. The will is just popped by Puppy to capture 4 members of Team Vici Gaming, but the battle trance immediately by Ori together with his BKB. A little early if you ask me, but I guess he has the time with the Aegis, so does try to activate Satanic as well in response, but does get his Aegis popped in a bit of a precarious position as Vici Gamer are trying to finish the rest of the racks, but also save their hard carry. Ori going to be able to get out pretty safely as Paparazzi does morph into the Phantom Lancer and uses a Doppelganger to try to put as much pressure as he can. Try to distract as many people as he can to allow Ori to escape safely. So, I mean, advantage Secret there in that situation. They managed to pop Aegis with real minimal damage. Obviously, you got the damage on the range racks. The melee racks can recover, but the range is going to be permanent. So, they do sacrifice some health for that kill. Was a pretty good kill though. Managed to pop the Aegis, stifle Vici Gaming's aggression as much as they can. Give them as much time they can to recover in this situation. But now opting for a pretty bold smoke out into the jungle. Looks like they're pinging a couple of people out the no, and towards the mid lane. Might want to see. Yeah, they're trying to bait out Nisha, see if they can bait out any members of Vici Gaming to collapse on this, but. Looks like the members of Vici Gaming are trying to use Fade as the Forerunner. He does have RP up in 5 seconds, so he does manage to land this nice RP. Even if it's just on the one carry of Secret, it should be pretty influential as Fade's still looking for that. Just with a Blink Skewer out on a Puppy. Puppy in a very precarious position. Does have that Ghost set, or does get decrepified and immediately picked up. Unfortunately for him, the farm's not enough to give him a Blink Dagger or a Force Staff without losing buyback, so he's going to save his buyback, has Will-O-Wisp in 15 seconds, probably asking Secret not to fight during that duration. So that's the gist of that. Does have Wisp up in a couple seconds though, so not really losing too much out from that pick on Puppy, so Secret's still hanging in there. Really, only other thing they can do is just defend and look for a pick at this point. Yeah, you really just have to depend on a mistake, which is possible. Paparazzi obviously as a Morphling, it's a hero that's prone to suffering a mistake every now and then, with balancing HP and the agility morph, as well as just, sometimes overcommitting. Ori in that fight did overcommit his battle trance very early together with his BKB, leaving him pretty vulnerable in order for his Aegis to get claimed really fast. But Fade actually up here is not in stealth vision, so yep, RP out on a 2-member Team Secret, almost immediately going to get picked up. Buybacks almost immediately from Yapstor and Zai, as well as the Will-O-Wisp tries to lock up 2 members of Vici Gaming, but then gets picked up almost immediately as the BKBs are popped out from both carries of Vici Gaming. He's going to try and get in, see as much damage as he can do, but the Pug knows we're going to have a Glimmer Cape ready. Scythe out actually onto Ori, picks him up pretty cleanly without any casualties, so Secret might be able to push back and get more kills. Trying to look to follow up with Nisha. Actually, trying to lock down Paparazzi here. The turnaround for Vici Gaming, though, perhaps with the kinetic field. Kinetic field. Oh, that's that Dagon straight on the Yapsor puts him out of the fight. That is a dieback, so he'll be out for the remainder of the fight. As the zap out from Zai puts puts the Pugna out of the game. DY gonna get picked up by that PL. Zai, unfortunately, gonna get picked up as well in this fight. Buybacks galore. DY as well as the Pugna gonna be able to buy back here. What's his name? I can't remember. Mid one gonna suffer the wrath of the rest of Vici Gaming as Paparazzi trying to survive. See, this is what I mean with the Phantom Lancer pick. You just have him in the middle, just doing whatever, providing as much disruption as he can until he gets static stone and he dies, because Vici Gaming have like 5 different answers to it, you know? It's just like, they have RP, they used it. They have Trollity, they used that. They have, Pugna died. They have Disruptor, Static Storm was used. So, I mean, all that time that Nisha had to just sit there and do as much damage as they could, and chase people around, and just nothing else. So, I think that was the main contributor. I think just the draft was abysmal from Secret in this last game. So, hats off to Vici Gaming for pulling out this win on this best of 3. Could have seen better off in Team Secret though. Hopefully we will see them later on. Hopefully as they now begin their climb through the losers bracket. But yeah, that's it. pretty much my coverage for this game here in the winners bracket of round one. Dream Hacks or Dream League Season 11. Don't want to mislabel that. Pretty much my take on this. I think if we want to take a look at the overview of the game, Team Secret lost at draft. Wouldn't say they necessarily lost immediately after draft was over, but with the way they played and the style that they employed, it seemed so out of sync with like what the rest of like Vici Gaming's game plan was. It was just like Vici Gaming were on the ball with what they had to do. They were on schedule, committed to every like play they needed to, executed their strategy pretty much nearly perfectly, especially with that paparazzi like morphling pop off. That man was like all over the top lane as soon as he was like available to. He picked up a haste rune, roamed down almost immediately. When first item, boots of travel, man. First item. Past like, bottle and wand, but boots of travel. That's it. It's crazy. Just how much like, how well executed that was by Vici Gaming and how poorly executed that was from Secret. But hopefully Secret learned some lessons from this in their draft, especially with their hero picks and what they can expect. Should be a good lesson as to what they that they should be a little more prepared for these situations. So pretty educational. In the series overall, I think a good showing by Secret. Vici Gaming and pulled the win though, so they looked like the more dominant team as they were pretty dominant in pretty much every single game, even the game they lost in. But those games were very volatile. I mean, there were a lot of situations where if it went the other way, it could have very well meant you know, Team Secret pulling out that victory in this best of three, or Vici Gaming pull out a victory in game one, or something different. It was just so very precarious, and that was why I was like so hesitant to talk about what their game plans might be or how things might shape out because I don't know, to be honest with you. It's just like I'm just looking at this comp and I can't really decipher, make heads or tails of what's supposed to happen. Like I guess the 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 clincher was the Necrophos, which hasn't really worked for any teams recently, especially most notably a team like I think Liquid, who really kind of flopped in the group stage. Didn't really have much of a showing at all. So, I mean, hats off to VG Gaming though. Congratulations. Appreciate you guys watching. As always, leave a comment, like, subscribe if you want to. Helps me out a lot, so I appreciate it if you do. And I will see you guys next time. Look forward to the rest of these videos from me. Hopefully, we'll be able to cover the whole winner's bracket. But that's it for now. Peace.